All right, good morning. Thanks for joining the info seminar today. My name is William Fung, program leader of MAESP, and we also have Dr. John Rogers with us, who is another program leader. So we will provide a brief introduction to PolyU, to our Department of English and Communication, but also MAESP program. So I will first start with the overall introduction of PolyU and the department, and then John will talk in more detail about the program itself. So we all know the ranking of PolyU just has become a world leading university. And I think you have, some of you are on the campus already, and then if you're online, you can also see the state-of-the-art facilities, and of course, the best location perhaps in the heart of Hong Kong. And coming to the Department of English, it is, and I think many would agree, it is one of the strongest English departments in Hong Kong, with many world-renowned scholars. And what we highlight is diversity. Okay? Not just in terms of demographic diversity, we have faculty members from over 10 countries and regions like Australia, from China, Denmark, South Korea, Spain, UK, US, and so on. So you can say some of our colleagues here, you can see the diversity of their backgrounds, where they are from. So that's first demographic diversity, but more importantly, it is academic diversity. So we have a very wide range of expertise in language and professional communication, language teaching and learning, applied linguistics, media and communication, and also area studies, intercultural communication. So we can understand these areas in terms of this diagram. So in our Department of English and Communication, of course, first of all, we teach English, and actually many people mistake that we just teach English. Okay, we do that, but actually, we don't do a lot of English teaching for general purposes. Yeah, so we have a English language center for that. They teach proficiency courses like reading and writing, things like this. So in terms of English language teaching, our focus is on English for specific purposes. Okay, so we assume that you have already got this level of proficiency. We don't have to teach you speaking and writing, but more for specific purposes, like, for example, English for business communication. Okay, how to communicate effectively, not just in terms of spoken English, but also how to write, okay, using, for example, digital technologies, okay, and how to design PowerPoint, things like this in various business contexts, in all kinds of professional contexts. For example, our head of department is in the area of aviation English. You know, it's very important to communicate English in aviation context. And the second area is English for academic purposes. Okay? So how to write for research and publication. Okay? How to write, beyond everyday scenarios. Okay, more academic settings, and we have several world-leading experts in that area. So that is about teaching English. Okay? And second, what we do is teaching about English. So the purpose is to understand more about the English language itself. Okay? And that's traditionally known as linguistics, the scientific study of language. So we do have these traditional areas like phonetics, the study for English language sound, okay, and lexicology, the study of vocabulary, okay, and things like pragmatics, for example, the study of language use in context. And there are all kinds of theories about all these traditional linguistic disciplines. And we also have expertise in a wide range of areas like applied linguistics, social linguistics, functional linguistics, and cognitive linguistics. So these are all very important areas of linguistic studies, studying language as science. And of course, one important area is how we use technology in studying all these areas. Okay, using, for example, combining generative AI technology in, for example, big data analytics, right? So that's what we are highlighting and we're trying to develop at the moment. And the final area is teaching through English. So we also have a lot of content subjects that's traditionally known as EMI, English as a medium of instruction, or a content language integrated learning. So when we, of course, with the expertise in English, we have a lot of experts in these areas like health communication. We have an international research center on health communication. Okay, and we know the importance of communication in health contexts. Okay, how can we communicate effectively? There are all kinds of issues for research. And media communication, we have another research center on professional communication. Okay, so particularly focusing on new media, okay, how we make effective use of social media, not just in personal communication, but in various professional contexts, like, for example, government communication, how the government is using social media to communicate with the citizens. And of course, corporate communication of various companies make effective use, how we can help with designing social media communication, websites, social media content, and so on. Okay. And the final very important area is language education. So we have a lot of leading researchers, including Zhang here, who focuses on English language education. So we have all areas like teaching methods, like psychology of learning, and so on. So yeah, these are the areas of our expertise. Okay, so summarizing these areas, you can see we have this 4 broad areas, and taking all this together, our aim is linguistic excellence, cultivating linguistic excellence in professional context, and we focus on communication skills and expertise needed to succeed in a global and local workplace. So now I will pass to John to talk about the details of our MAESP program. So John, please.
Yeah, thank you, William. And let me figure out this. Yeah. Okay, thank you, William. Yeah, so I'm John Rogers. I'm the associate program leader of the MAESP program. So as you can see on the screen, the broad aims of the program are to provide a comprehensive and critical understanding of the theory and practice of English in educational and professional contexts, and to provide the knowledge and skills to become an innovative and reflective professional in a wide range of professional settings. And it does so through 4 broad specialisms, which are English language arts, or ELA, English language studies, or ELS, English language teaching, or ELT, and English for the professions, or EP. And I wanted to pause here and go back to one of William's previous points, which is about the strengths of the program, which was the diversity of the faculty. And students in the program have to choose one of these specialisms. And one of the strengths of the program is the diversity of the faculty that teach in the program. And I wanted to highlight this. In the program, it's the faculty that teach on the program not only have expertise within these specialisms, but in many cases are world-leading scholars within each of these specialisms. So this is something to take into account. It's not only the number of faculty that you're going to be exposed to, but also in many cases, you're going to have experts in the field, teaching on the course. So I want to talk about each of these in turn. So the English language arts specialism, this is aimed for students or professionals who are interested in language arts. So for example, plays, poems, and literature. And for example, English language teachers who wish to receive in-depth training in the study of language arts. And this includes specialism-specific subjects, for example, English literature and language arts, drama for language learning, and oral language arts. The ELS specialism, English language studies, this is for students or professionals who have a genuine interest in English. And it's intended for those who wish to develop their understanding of the systems and uses of English and how these relate to their work. And this includes specialism-specific subjects, for example, language development and use, communication, and the sociology of language, social and economic perspectives. The specialism for which most students choose is English language teaching, or ELT. And this is for those serving and future English language teachers who wish to acquire the knowledge and skills needed to design and deliver engaging and effective English language courses for general and specific purposes. And this includes specialism-specific subjects such as second language teaching, testing and assessment, and syllabus planning and material design. And then the final specialism is EP, or English for the Professions. And this is for students, professionals of all disciplines who wish to upgrade their ability in English and need to demonstrate a high level of communicative competence in English in their professional workplace. And the specialism-specific subjects in this case include practical communication strategies, language and intercultural communication in the workplace, and multimodality and professional communication. For your study, it can be either full-time or part-time. For full-time, 1 year, part-time, 2 years. And to complete, you need to gain 31 credits, either by coursework or coursework by research. For coursework only, it includes 5 core subjects, which is 13 credits. And then you also can do specialism-related electives, 6 or 9 credits, and then 9 or 12 credits of specialism-specific elective subjects. You can also do coursework plus research track, which we're encouraging more students to do, which includes 5 core subjects, 2 specialism-related core subjects, 2 or 3 specialism-related core subjects, and then a research project, which is more of a traditional thesis, like MA thesis. Yeah, so this is something that we're encouraging more students to do. And it's important, for example, for students who may be interested, for example, in pursuing doctoral work in the future. We also offer additional academic support for learning. And this is highly recommended. It's free of charge on Saturday mornings only. There's no formal assessment. It's non-credit bearing. It consists of 3 modules, which includes academic writing and reading skills, planning and delivering effective oral presentations, and writing effective project reports. This is intended to provide support for the types of assignments that students are expected to do and to help them be successful academics. And we have a contact here for details or inquiries. You can contact Ms. Trace Cheng. This is something we highly recommend. In some cases, students are not fully equipped to be successful for what is expected at the MA level for their assignments. This is to provide additional support for them. In terms of tuition fee, it's 6,500 Hong Kong dollars per credit for both local and non-local students. We do offer some scholarships. Applicants with outstanding academic profiles will be offered an entry scholarship. And then outstanding students during the MA study will have the opportunity of winning outstanding performance scholarships. Entrance requirements, academic, a bachelor's degree in any subject or the equivalent. And for applicants intending to specialize in English language teaching, English language studies, or English language arts, preference will be given to those who majored in English or a communication-related field. For applicants wishing to specialize in English for the professions, these are not expected to have majored in English or a communication-related field. And then for English proficiency, applicants are expected to meet one of the following requirements. Test of English as a foreign language, this is TOEFL, score of 96 or above for the internet-based test, or 590 or above for the paper-based test, or on the IELTS, a score of at least 7.0. The application period, semester 1 of next academic year for the September 2025 intake, starting late September 2024 until April 2025. So we've already started. Is that correct? Well, yes. An application will be considered on a rolling basis and will close when all quotas are filled. So if you're interested, apply as soon as possible. Yes. The MAESP website, you can see the link here in the QR code, and you can send inquiries to Miss Jenny Kwan or to William, who will be happy to answer all of your questions. Okay, I think that's the last slide.